Happy Memorial Day. I don't quite know how do we celebrate, and I know that human beings say it. I do understand that Happy Memorial Day when it's about dead soldiers, the men who died on the battlefield. So I don't know how that is happy, but Happy Memorial Day. Today is Memorial Day. And the purpose of this day is honoring and remembering the men and women who have died while serving in the U.S. military. That's according to CNN. And I know the one thing I do know about, because I counsel with so many men who have been in the military at one time or another, and I talk to them about the pain that they are going through, and they believe that these are living ones, of course. And they believe that they have to live in misery for the rest of their lives because they have heard the so-called experts say that they had something called post-traumatic distress or something like that order. And the experts who are dumb as a doorknob with the degrees, they have lied to the military men by telling them that they are stuck and there's no way out of this misery. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And so a lot of men were stuck because they thought that they had believed a lie from the experts, so-called experts, the psychiatrists, counselors, and the so-called stupid experts. And they thought they were stuck with so-called post-traumatic stress disorder for the rest of their life. And they've been having a rough time with it, especially when they have families. Their families suffer from it as well, meaning the families suffer from their reactions. But once I counsel with them and they find out that it's just another overreaction to a situation, and they realize they can just drop the anger because they were already traumatized before they went into the military. They had already reacted to their mothers and sometimes their fathers. And so they were already traumatized, right? And so they went into the militaries, and then they were traumatized even more so by seeing awful things, dead bodies, or having to kill people, or watch people get killed or maimed, or arms and legs cut off. So they overreacted to those situations. And every overreaction it cause you to go deeper into hell, into your own mind and emotions. And your mind and emotions are pure hell. And so they suffer from that. And so you can overcome. There's nothing that you cannot overcome if you want to. But you got to not believe the lie. To the military men, don't let anyone tell you that you're stuck with post-traumatic stress disorder. And because they tell you this, they counsel with you, they lie to you, and then they give you medication. And now you're gone for the rest of your life. You drop the anger, you could be free. You stop overreacting to situations, no matter what they are, you could be free. Really, you really can. So take control. Don't believe the lie that you cannot overcome. You can overcome. One other quick thing I want to share with you is that there's a study that's out, and I don't know how true it is. It might be true because they have so many marijuana plants everywhere, or stores, or whatever you want to call them. But there's a study out from Fox that says more Americans smoke marijuana daily than drink alcohol, study claims. More Americans smoke marijuana daily than drink alcohol, study claim. If this is true, why did they bother to even try to stop people from drinking? Was there not enough money in selling alcohol? Because it's all about the money. It's all about the money and it's all about control. They get you high, they can control you. And they want to keep you high. And if this is true, according to Fox, more Americans smoke marijuana daily than drink alcohol, study claim. If this is true, just imagine what's going to happen to businesses now. The employee is going to be going to work high. And what do you think going to happen with services as a result of being high? Or building equipments and things like that. They're going to be out of their mind. They don't know what they're doing. Now, a pot smoker will tell you he knows what he or she are doing, but they don't. They're high. They're unconscious. My country is gone. Using data from the National Survey on Drug Use and Health, the study argues that this is the first time in American history that daily marijuana consumers outnumber daily alcohol users. What a mess! It's getting worse and not better. I understand it, but I also think it's interesting is that the government can tell you that, okay, it's okay for you to smoke marijuana now daily. We're not going to have a law against you. You're not going to jail for it. It is normal. God made the marijuana, they say, and you go out and smoke it daily. And so I can't really blame the government for it because as adults, you are responsible for your life. The government is not responsible for your life. As an adult, your parents are no longer responsible for your life. Only you. You decide if you want to live in hell or heaven. And so even though, according to this study, people are doing it daily now, and of course that will happen, but people are doing it daily now, I can't blame the government. I understand that the government is doing it because the government wants to control you to make money, to get votes, to control you, right? But I can't blame the government. You're responsible for you. No one else is. You are your world. And you have decided that you want someone else to control your world, then that's on you. But as far as America is not coming back. And it is Memorial Day, and the soldiers say, well, we died for America. We gave our life. Do you know that we talked about this yesterday briefly, we kind of mentioned it in the fellowship yesterday, that in the good old days when men went to war or when they went to the military or the service, military service, they did it because they wanted to fight for the freedom of America. They wanted to do it. That was the first priority. But now men and so-called women in the military, they're in there because they want benefits. They're not in the military because they want freedom. They're not in the military because they want to protect the USA. They want to fight for the country, give their life for the country. They're in there because they want, and we play sound bites of these men and so-called women in the military saying that. They're in there for the benefits: free rent, free food, free education, free everything. And they'll tell you out loud that's why they're in the military. And they have taken out all of the men who have gone to the military to sacrifice their lives for us. They take them out and put in the ones that are there for benefits. May God have mercy on my country. It is gone. But it doesn't mean you have to live in fear. It doesn't mean you have to worry just because the physical country is gone as we know it. It's up to you. You can have peace right here on earth.